Hello everyDF and welcome to week 10 of the SBC Season 3. We are here, we are at the final week of the regular season. So far, your New York Sneaselcuse in their debut season, not my debut season. I've been in quite a few other seasons of Draft League. But the New York Sneaselcuse's debut season, going into the final week of the season, we are 6-3. 6 wins and only 3 losses, which is a very solid place to be. When I joined this league, they put out so there's divisions. There's the Rhyhorn and the Lipard division. Rhyhorn is the lower division and Lipard is the higher division. And I chose Lipard, relatively confident I wouldn't even make playoffs because I made that decision because I didn't think I was a very good Draft League player. And if we win our match this week, we are guaranteed to finish the season as the number 2 overall team out of the higher division of the league, which is insane. In my Draft League journey, I have gone, you can watch on YouTube, my very first season of Draft League, I went 0-8. Or maybe have been 0-11, it was a pretty long first season. But I didn't win a single match my first season. It took me ages to get my first win, and now we're in a position where we we made playoffs with 2 weeks to spare, first of all, which is I'm very happy with, and we could possibly finish as the 2nd overall team in the league. And somebody at the beginning of the league, when they were going through the team, said, I'll be surprised if they make playoffs, and guess what? We made playoffs. That's very obvious we made playoffs at this point, but I really like saying it. We are in for the final battle, and we have a very interesting match. We are up against the Chelsea Charizards for week 10. They are currently 5-4. They are also guaranteed to make it to playoffs. If they win this, they have a very good chance. Well, no, they've made it into playoffs. The only big match this week, well, the most important match this week, is the Charlotte Beagles versus the Bird Swarm. If the Charlotte Beagles win, they're going to be guaranteed 7th overall seed, I think, around there. Possibly, actually, quite probably more than that. Bird Swarm, they'll be guaranteed, if we win, Bird Swarm will be, and Bird Swarm wins their match, they'll be 7th overall, and if we go to 7, and we win this and become 2nd, we will either be up against the Charlotte Beagles or the Bird Swarm for, finals, for the first round of playoffs, I'm pretty sure. But of course, nothing's set in stone. A lot of other things, are factors here. I'd really like to go up against them. Ideally, I don't want to go up against the Maple Defenders. They're the team who we played last week, and they explained to me after the match that that team that almost beat us, brought us down to our final 3 Pokemon, and was very close to reverse sweeping us at the end, wasn't their team that they built to fight us. That was a team they had used for a previous week that they just improvised with. And they almost beat us with that. So now they know a lot of the tricks, not all of the tricks, that I would have used to go up against them, and I know nothing that they would have. So ideally, I'd never go up against the Maple Defenders for the remainder of the league. And if I lose, I have an actually decent chance of doing that. The other 2 teams above me right now, because I'm number 3 seed overall right now, are the Southeast Shamans, 6-4, they finished their season, and the Minnesota Eon Twins, who have also finished their season with a 7-3. Both of these teams did beat us. No, we beat the Southeast Shamans, but the Minnesota Eon Twins, the number 1 overall seed, 7-3, there's no way we're overtaking it because their differential is +15, and right now ours is +4. Our best differential at the end of the season, if we 6-0 this match, which isn't going to happen, is going to be +10. So they're very scary, and I don't want to play them again, ideally. Anyway, that's enough of that intro. We're definitely going to have one more week, and hopefully we can... I've been in playoffs once before, and that was the NDBL Season 2. And I really, really, really want to make playoffs a second time, and hopefully make it to the top 4. But we will see. Anyway, let's break down our opponent's team almost 5 minutes into the video. First of all, they have Sizzle. Sizzle is a very scary Pokemon with Sword Dance, Bullet Punch, Quarter Weakness to Fire, which is quite useful. They have Urshifu Single Strike, so that's the Dark type Urshifu. Quite scary, hits very hard, especially with Bulk Up or Choice Band or Black Belt. All of those things can hurt very hard. Wicked Blow crits 100% of the time. Ferrothorn, another Pokemon with a Quarter Weakness to Fire, which we want to exploit. Infernape, pretty decent fire, fighting type base 108 speeds are very fast. Heliolisk, again, very fast with electric normal typing. Dry Skin gives its immunity to water, but I'm not even bringing a water type this week, either of our water types, because of the Ferrothorn, the Heliolisk. They have a Manaphy. Manaphy, I think, is definitely a Rain Dance setup Pokemon for a Pokemon you'll see later. They have Flygon, who is the Pokemon who I based my first Draft League team on, the Florida Flygons. So I don't know if that thing will come, but it probably will, I'm going to guess. They have Sableye, then they have Sceptile, Beartic, 2 more fire-type weaknesses, so I want 2 great. They're low-tier Pokemon, Pincurchin and Mega Swampert. Mega Swampert has to have Swift Swim, so if they bring it, I'm relatively certain they're going to put a Rain Dance on Manaphy and have that. So I've bought a Grass type to deal with those. As you can see, I'll go through our team in a second. Obviously, the big thing for this team is their fire-type weakness. Scizor, Ferrothorn are both 4 times weak to fire. Sceptile and Beartic also take super effective damage from fire-type. So, obviously, Roki the Charizard has to come. There's the Twilight barking outside, apparently. The big threat on their team is the Swampert. If they can set up Rain Dance with Swampert, that thing is incredibly fast. It's faster than almost everything on the team, except... we'll get on to it. You probably, if you're looking at this, you know who it is. Urshifu is also quite scary, but I've bought a few fairy-type moves. Anyway, yeah, let's get on to the team. And Flygon, I think, is quite likely to come to deal with our Roki. So, first of all, Roki is probably our win condition this match. Because their team has such an intense weakness to the fire-typing, I don't see any way that they can not bring Manaphy and try to Rain Dance. We didn't bring any counter weather. We're going to have to fight through that weather, but we have ways to do it. First of all, Mega Charizard X, with Tough Claws as normal, running max attack, max speed, and defense with negative special attack. We're running Roost, Flare Blitz, Dragon Dance, Dragon Claw. This is the same set we ran last week, which did really well. We bring this thing at the right time when Mega Swampert's gone, and we set up 1 Dragon Dance, we pretty much win the game, no matter what. Big scary mons are the Flygon for this. Flygon and Swampert are the 2 biggest threats to this, because they don't have a fairy type. And while they do have the Manaphy, I'm not too worried about Manaphy, because Dragon Claw pretty much destroys it. Dragon Claw also destroys Flygon if we can get up a single Dragon Dance. Roost is there to heal back up, but just once we're plus speed, we will be absolutely shredding through their team. Flare Blitz is there for most of the team, obviously the Ferrothorn and Scizor especially, Sceptile and Beartic, Pincurchin, Sableye, Heliolisk all don't take it very well. Urshifu doesn't either. Most of the time they'll be fighting off Dragon Claws just because they don't have a fairy type, they don't have a single immunity to Dragon Claw on their team. Next up is Draegon. I promised that Yanmega would come this week. Week 7, Yanmega was meant to come, but then we didn't do the match and we got a forfeit win. And now Yanmega is coming to this one. Yanmega might not necessarily be the best Pokemon on the team, but I really wanted to bring Yanmega and I found a way to make them work. The name is Draegon, with heavy-duty boots, because I think there's quite a few different Pokemon I can set up here. Ferrothorn and Swampert especially are very good stealth rockers. And we have heavy-duty boots with speed boost, so we'll always be getting faster and faster and faster, especially for that Rain Dance Mega Swampert, which is very nice. We are pretty much OHKO'd by any rock-type move, so we're just going to hope we never get hit by one. Giga Drain is there for the Mega Swampert. It does like 97% to a regular Mega Swampert. That is like not invested in HP or special defense, which is a very normal set for Mega Swampert, so I wouldn't be surprised if they did that. While Stone Edge does destroy us, we are guaranteed faster than it as long as it's not in rain. And even if it is in rain, if we can get a single speed boost up, then we are guaranteed faster. Not guaranteed, but no, we need to get 2 speed boosts up to be faster. Running Bug Buzz for the... There is absolutely no reason to run Bug Buzz on this set. Literally none, because Air Slash works for Sableye, works for Sceptile, Giga Drain works for Sableye because Ghost resists Bug. Okay, there's no reason to run Bug Buzz on here, so I'm gonna run Protect, so that way we can set up at least 1 speed boost. Air Slash is there for the Infernape and the Urshifu, and U-Turn is there to get in and out. Mostly, I brought a lot of momentum moves on this team, and I think U-Turn works quite well with this. Just like get in and out, because if we have different Pokemon out, they really rely on having 1 Pokemon in to sweep for this, and I think having a Pokemon sweeping in and out a lot gives us a pretty good chance of not getting swept. Next up is Robin Hood. Robin Hood is running the Choice Band yet again this week with Leaf Blade, Poltergeist, U-Turn, and Knockoff. Knockoff is of course really nice to get rid of anything's item, and the only Pokemon that's immune to Knockoff on their team is the Mega Swampert. Not immune, it'll still take damage, but we won't get rid of that item. However, they send in Mega Swampert against my Decidueye. It's not going to last very long, because Leaf Blade destroys it. We are base 70 speed, Mega Swampert is also base 70, and it will be faster than us, but like, no one in their right mind is ever going to send in a Mega Swampert up against a Decidueye. Just ever. So that's pretty good for us. Next up, and also EV's just the regular set. Next up is Speedy. Speedy is running Choice Scarf this week, so I can guarantee be faster than that Mega Swampert. Sorry, I'm a bit ill right now. Being a Fairy type is our only way to hit Stabilize super effectively. The best ways to do this are Ferrothorn and Sizzle. So hopefully we'll never be in a situation where we're up against those. U-Turn is there to get in and out. Thunderbolt is there to I considered running Thunder, but I just realized like if we manage to stop Swampert from getting the getting the Rain Dance up, we want that, and I think Thunderbolt's gonna work better. Dazzling Gleam is pretty decent up against the whole team, apart from of course the 2 Resist because they don't have a poison type. And finally, Grass Knot is there specifically for the Swampert, as it does about 90% as well. So if Swampert is at all weakened and we fire off a Grass Knot, it's dead. And that's the ideal situation. I want that Swampert dead. It does say Mixed Scarf here, but it shouldn't be like Special Bias Mixed Scarf, but then attackers in the negatives, because we don't really get any really good physical moves. Next up is Bear. Bear is also Speedy has come 9 out of 10 weeks, making them the Pokemon that has come the most this season. Next up is Bear. Bear is going to be leftovers with Immunity, Body Slam, Earthquake, Rest, and Curse. This thing is here to just be bulky. While they do have that 2 fight types in Infernape and Urshifu, once you get past those, our team kind of struggles against Bear. And we have 2 Fairy types to deal with those. Well, not 2 Fairy types, but 2 Fairy type moves, and a lot of Pokemon that can deal with fighting types. Oroki, Draegon, Robin Hood, Speedy, and Ancient One can all theoretically take on a fighting type. We have our 512 leftovers number, Adamant as always, with Body Slam, Earthquake, Rest, Curse. Just the regular set. Finally, we have Ancient One, the one who saved us week 8 and pretty much single-handedly locked us into playoffs. Ancient One is running leftovers and sturdy with Play Rough, Rapid Spin, Ice Shard, and Earthquake. I do not want Stealth Rocks up on our team because we have so much switching in. So we're going to try to run Rapid Spin to get rid of it. We have Sturdy, so we can always Rapid Spin at least once. Play Rough is there for the Urshifu. Earthquake is there for the Infernape. Ice Shard is there to get a little bit of a hit on the Mega Swampert, so worst comes to worst, we send in Ancient One, fire off an Ice Shard, Mega Swampert is slightly weakened. Once they're slightly weakened, then either Draegon or Speedy can come in and just destroy it. And finally, Earthquake is there to be Earthquake. This has been a very long team build-up. Hopefully we can get a win this week and then have a very good position for playoffs. Even if we don't, we made playoffs with a 6-3 differential week 9 with 1 more week to go, which I'm just so proud of. Thank you all so much for watching the team builder, and I will see you all out in the match. Yeah, I'll see you there. Okay, here we are, we're in the match. Now, you might be saying, this isn't a match, this is a showdown replay of the match, and that's because I couldn't record it, because Wi-Fi problems, it just wouldn't work to be able to record it. So because of that, I can only do post-com on the replay. I can go like more in depth into what I was thinking, and be like more personal with you. I'm not going to spoil like who won, of course. You'll have to watch the whole match to find out, or you can just skip to the end. That one works too. I actually just finished. I just recorded the team builder for week 6, because that was a forfeit victory where I was talking about Draegon Nian Mega shows up in at least one match, and this is that one match. They should have showed up week 6 as well, but they didn't get the chance. Anyway, let's hop into this. We're up against Flare 13 and the Chelsea Charizards. They decided to bring a Shifu Rapid Strike, I think, Ferrothorn, Infernape, Swampert, Flygon, and Scizor. So it's a very scary team. Definitely a rain team, as you can see with the Ferrothorn and Swampert. And it'll be interesting to see what happens. I'm going to play with the music off, and I will pausing it like a different time. So I decided to lead with Oroki, and they led with Flygon. I'm not going to do this for every turn. This will be quite a quick video. So I was kind of weirded out here because we had agreed that we had to Mega Evolve first turn. That was really important. Because, well, actually, looking back on it, I thought maybe it's his strategy to, or their strategy to Mega Evolve, at different times, but really it's just me because regular Charizard is immune to Earthquake, but Mega Charizard X isn't. So, because of that, I did not. Oh well. Because of that, Charizard ended up being on the pitch, and they would definitely be able to hit me with Earthquake immediately. So that was a problem. But like, it's also, I think, more fair because Mega Evolution mind games are very complicated. But anyway, I can't remember this match because it was done like 2 weeks ago. So I sent in Bear the Snorlax, and they U-turned, so they probably knew where I was going. So they sent in the Urshifu. I can't really do much against the Urshifu. I decided to stay in because I know I could take one hit, and I could be able to body slam. I was really hoping to get the paralysis, and I did not. Got a very solid hit on Urshifu, but then I just had to let Bear go down immediately. But Urshifu was revealed to be Life Orb, so it wasn't Choice Scarf, so I could safely send in Speedy. And I Dazzle and Gleam because it was a fighting Dark type. And also, they didn't realize. I don't know. Oh, I'm going to pause it. I don't know. I'll go to last turn. Oh, never mind. I don't know if they probably expected me to go Thunderbolt here. The reason. No, they thought they didn't think I was Choice Scarf because their name was Speedy. They actually said in chat. I'll try to get to it. I don't know if the chat's in the video, but I'll read it to you. If it is, I'm sorry. I'm guessing Speedy means it's not Scarf, and I said it's called Speedy every match because I'm a creative genius. Speedy is Choice Scarfed, as you know, if you watch the Team Builder. So I think this Flygon might have been Choice Scarfed to guarantee it be faster than me because I was Choice Scarfed, and I played those mind games in the chat. We managed to knock out Flygon, which hurts because I'm also the coach of the Florida Flygons. So Flygon would have knocked me out with Earthquake here, but we managed to get that out of the way. They sent in Ferrothorn next. I needed to, of course, swap out because they could Gyro Ball us and absolutely destroy us, and they got to set up their Stealth Rocks. I changed into Roki, and now I didn't really have anything I could do, so I went into Draegon, and I predicted the Earthquake, which was really great. So now Draegon actually gets to be a bit of a threat here. Because of Speed Boost, we're going to be constantly healing, and we're a special attacker. So, apart from, of course, U-turn. So we take a little bit of a hit. So now Ancient One comes in for, I think, the first time. And this is mainly to get rid of those Stealth Rocks, because I want to keep the rest of the team as healthy as possible. I get to Rapid Spin and get rid of the Stealth Rocks straight away. Now, a Water type move from this thing is almost guaranteed to knock me out. So I go back out into Draegon, and they set up a Rain Dance. Now, Draegon is specifically set up because after one speed boost, we are definitely faster than the Swampert, even in rain, because we're so fast. So because of this, I protected, so we'd be guaranteed to be faster. So we took the hit and we speed boost up, so we are now definitely faster. So I get to Giga Drain immediately. And we're going to continue to break down that Ferrothorn a little bit. Speed boost is going to boost us up again, and now we're going to start Air Slashing. Power Whip does not do anything. We don't switch it out into Donphan this time. And then I Air Slash and I knock out the Ferrothorn. And at this point, even though it's their first appearance of the season, Draegon is a huge threat because they don't really have anything. We outspeed everything on their team. They have no priority moves that are super effective against me, and I can hit everything they have for at least neutral damage. Air Slash is neutral on Scizor, Giga Drain is super effective on Mega Swampert, Air Slash is super effective on Infernape, and Air Slash is super effective on Urshifu. So right now, Draegon is a huge threat to their team. They took a long time to come up with this. So I Wicked Blow I protected expecting the Sucker Punch. They're gonna swap out, and I was kind of okay to okay, so you're not seeing the chat right now because again, I try to do this so kids can watch this video as well, and there's language I cannot put in there. So anyway, Draegon comes up with a so they go into Scizor here. It was a roll to see if Draegon went down. I was kind of okay with Draegon going down because the rest of my team, Charizard and Tapu Koko and Decidueye, kind of destroyed them. So I speed boosted up again. We get to +4, and now we're up against the Scizor, who can only really bullet punch us, and it's not going to do too much. Okay, so it does quite a decent bit, but then I get to S Slash again, and Scizor is almost down. I protect again to predict the bullet punch, but Scizor has a Life Orb. So I go out into Donphan, they Bullet Punch, and Scizor goes down. So we got rid of the Scizor, which is the only member of their team that is not hit super effectively by Yanmega. I let Donphan go down because it doesn't really have any use at this point, because now I just Giga Drained straight away, and I healed right back up. I'm not sure what their plan was. They probably expected me to protect it here, but I knew I was faster than them without Rain. So now Draegon was an even bigger threat because Draegon was healed again, and the only things that could hurt me were both very weak to Draegon. So they Sucker Punched as I protected. I let Draegon go down that turn because there wasn't really much else Draegon could do. So then I went into Tapu Koko. They Sucker Punched. I live that hit. It always crits. And then Dazzling Gleam, knock out Urshifu. So now I knew they still had a strategy. I was certain they still had a strategy here. This is a choice banded Infernape. So I swapped out. I was willing to sack off one other member of my team, the Decidueye. But it was a choice banded Infernape, so whatever it clicked, it was locked into for the rest of the match. And what they clicked was Earthquake, and I have Ghost type moves. So one thing you don't see every day is a Decidueye 1v1ing a choice banded Infernape and winning. And anyway, yeah, we picked up a victory. It was a very good match. Flair played really well. They're still in playoffs. But we are as well. We finished the season with a 7-3 record, putting us at number 2 overall playoff spots. So I will see you very soon for the playoff match, which is going to be awesome. So we're going to quarterfinals. I've never gotten a playoff win on this channel before, but hopefully we can get our first one in the quarterfinals of the SBC season 3. And then hopefully we go all the way and become champion. Knock on wood. So anyway, thank you all so much for watching this video. GG to my opponent. It's been a really great season, and I'm so excited for playoffs. Also, NDBL is starting up again soon. It looks like we're going to cut the season a bit short because a few people aren't interested anymore, and then just go into the playoffs of that. So anyway, thank you all so much for watching. Hope you have a dogtastic day. I will see you all in the next one, and ODF out. Goodbye.